Welcome back to Star Wars Galaxies. As I tried to explain last time, I had to take a break from the Rage of the Wookiees expansion to level up my piloting. That's what I'm doing right now. And so once I get the piloting leveled up and get the new gear equipped, eventually I'll be able to go back to Kashyyyk and continue the questing, because otherwise if I don't do this I'm going to be locked out. In fact, I should have already done it before I started the Kashyyyk quest line. Anyways, that's what I'm going to be doing, and I started to stream earlier, but apparently I pressed the record button instead of the stream button, like the keybind for it. Anyways, I uploaded the recording that I made, and I went ahead and edited it to, it was about 20 some minutes of gameplay, but I probably edited it down to maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Report what you found regarding NIM's plans. Relate the destruction of the Kimagillo's Claw. That was a YT-1300. It had some of NIM's command people on board. Was being escorted by some X-Wings because NIM's working with the rebels. Incredible work, pilot. You managed to eliminate several of NIM's key commanders with a single decisive strike. I'm impressed by your initiative in this matter. It should keep NIM busy for a while. Indeed, NIM will have to find replacements and rebuild his command. I'm transferring a pay reward to your account. I will also inform High Command of your status of our operation. What's the next step? For the time being, continue the harass NIM's forces. Naval operations will deliver new orders when they want us to withdraw. So far, this has been a high-impact operation with little drain on resources. They will probably want to draw it out a little bit longer before moving on to a new theater. You've shown considerable improvement in ability since joining the squadron. It's time to allow you access to the next level of training and technology. I remind you that anything you learned is highly confidential. Security rating Gamma 3. You may not share your knowledge with fellow officers of any rank at or below your own. I understand. You're to be trained in advanced weapons technology. Mastering proper use of these components is key. Yes, sir. Use these study programs and destroy them when you have internalized information. Report back to me when you're ready for a new assignment. High Command has decided the NIM's operations have been sufficiently neutralized. Any aid it renders rebellion from this point will be consequential to the outcome of the overall conflict. You're commended for your contribution to the Luke operation. Thank you, sir. We've been reassigned to the Yavin system. Yavin has been plagued with insurgent activity ever since the destruction of the Death Star. This is the front line of the Civil War, and our assignments in the region will be dangerous. I'm prepared. I hope you study those information programs I gave you. You will need your new training. I have, sir. Increasing insurgent activity in the Yavin system has drawn the interest of High Command. Since the destruction of the Death Star, the Imperial Engineering Corps have carried out ongoing scrap recovery operation. Command suspects the rebels may be conducting their own salvage operation. Interesting. You'll be doing some legwork on this mission. I want you to go to the Imperial outpost in Yavin 4, report to Field Commander Alozin of the Imperial Army for a situation report. He's requested the assistance of the fleet. Storm Squadron has been assigned to see to his needs. Yes, sir. Alozin is a ground pounder and may show you a little disrespect. Ignore it and behave professionally. I know you'll do the right thing. Yes, sir. So what he was going to do is going to have me do like more of the NIM's missions, like Bloke. But I already had enough XP basically saved up, so he sent me on with the training to the next commander, that's what I wanted to do, because I think I'd already done some of those missions already. You just keep doing them over and over until you get enough experience. Well, apparently I'm still over leveled even right now. Got 140,000 experience. Got level 4 and 5 ship equipment, and looks like the next one's, I don't know if I got that one already, 20 pilot, special tactics, emergency weapons, and then I can do the droid programs. Yep, I unlocked my ship gear so I can put brand new components on my ship now and make it better, but I still waiting to get that flight computer upgrade, which with my XP I should be able to get it soon. I just hope I don't encounter any missions that I'll need it in the meantime, you know? Because that flight computer gives me droid commands like capacitor to shield shot, you know, engine overload, reactor overload, that kind of stuff. And I had forgone, like, to save some money, I didn't end up getting a droid computer and didn't buy the chips. or like the lower tier one, because I figured I was just going to level past it anyways. But I got the chips for the next level though. Got a Mark II reactor loaded. Yeah, going up by like 5,000 on the reactor generation rate. And my speed, top speed, is going to go from 58 to 87. Deflector shield going from 593 to 790 front and back, and a regeneration rate of 10.75. I could go with a concussion launcher now because I got one of those, but I'll stick with the Mark II Proton for now. Need to speak to my next commanding officer. Need to speak to Field Commander Alozen. Oh, there he is. Well, I wonder who that looks like. Is anybody in history, possibly around the 1940s, that looks like this guy? Although the mustache would need to be shaved a little bit more. Anyways. I'm very busy coordinating the ground effort here at the base. I'll have to talk to you later. Commander Oberhauer told me to contact you. You flyboys certainly like to take your time. While you've been gallivanting across the stars, I've had men dying in rebel raids. I came as soon as I received my orders. Those orders detailed that you're under my direct supervision for the duration of this operation. You'll be prompt next time. Is that clear? Yes, sir. That's better. The least you flyboys can do is show a little respect. Yes, sir. Here's the situation. This information is highly classified. I do not need to remind you of the penalties of leaking Gamma-3 intelligence. Yes, sir. Since the destruction of the Death Star, the Empire has maintained a heavy presence in Yavin. The Death Star was not completely disintegrated in the core explosion, and the remaining debris still contains valuable raw materials and technology. Although the Imperial Navy usually handles space operations, the Imperial Engineering Corps is in charge of materials recovery. We've been slowly salvaging large portions of the Death Star to be recycled into new projects. Interesting. We aren't the only ones interested in the Death Star's potential. Various alien factions, as well as pirates and the Rebellion, have sent scavengers and special teams to try and recover secret technology. We have a Navy division here, but lately the Rebellion has been sending in larger and larger incursions. You think they found something? Given our calculations of their incursions and the blast pattern of the Death Star destruction, Imperial intelligence believes they found something big. In fact, they are hopping mad. We don't find it. They are hopping mad. We didn't find it first. What is it they found? As priority clearance Bravo Zeta, way above my head. All I've been told is that the Storm Squadron was being assigned to deal with the situation. How can I help? We dispatched teams to search for whatever the rebels found, but it will take time. Command has the idea that one of your Storm Squadron thugs could accelerate the process by hunting down the rebels and beating the information out of them. I take it you don't agree. Command has us searching for something, and we don't even have specs on its dimensions. We don't even know what it's supposed to be. Now they want someone to go hunt down rebels to find out the information they don't know, or do know, and just won't tell us. This job shouldn't be this convoluted. I should be directing walkers in battle, not grubbing around in a debris field. I'll see if I can help. We have located an area that it would appear the rebel agents are using as a meeting place with flight commanders. We believe it is these agents that have the information we are after. If you find a rebel, search the ship's computer for the ship's activity logs and return to me when you find anything that might help us out. Yes, sir. Gotta go 10 kilometers. Try out these new boosters. Disable inspect rebel agents for activity log. It's very possible that not every agent will have a completed activity log. You'll have to keep inspecting rebel agents until you locate one of them. Unfinished flight log. He's dead in the water. Honestly, it'd make more sense if we capture them in space and then haul their ship back to wherever it needs to be. They really should have made a Star Wars Galaxies 2, like a sequel to this game. It's a shame that it got shut down. Unable to load the target's cargo. Oh, a completed activity log. So I guess I need to find a completed activity log. This guy doesn't have it. Here's a rebel agent. Says it has nothing. It's flying so slow. This is the cargo I'm looking for, it says. Finally. So this is the droids you're looking for, this is the cargo I'm looking for. Go ahead and get this over with. Now I'll get rid of the other annoying rebel flies here in a bit. Maybe I should say rebel scum. I do intend to level up a rebel pilot at some point on another character. Never got to do that in the original game. Before they shut it down. I was only ever an Imperial pilot and RSF pilot on one of my other alternate characters. But this will be my Imperial pilot, another character will be my Rebel pilot, and then I already got the third one, same character name, same character, working on the RSF. Time to get rid of these rebel scum. Oh, this way I don't have to worry about slow speed. I just brought it to a halt and then I can just destroy it. From what I understand, and maybe I'm wrong, but it's even difficult for like really fast like fighter jets to try to fight some of the older aircraft. Like, I'm not talking about like with missiles, but because the difference in speed. Because the jet will like be zooming by and it'll have some trouble, like, or more trouble, like trying to target the enemy. I think there's been like cases of that happening, like maybe during like the Vietnam War era. But maybe some others too. Like with the older fighter jets fighting the newer fighter jets. I mean the older airplanes fighting the newer fighter jets. At the difference in speed. I was just saying that because that B-wing bomber was like really slow, and here I'm flying an Interceptor is a lot faster. It gave me a little trouble trying to target the thing earlier. Not this last time because I just took out its engines, but progress with the search. I managed to find this activity log on a rebel ship. Looks like the rebels have definitely found something. There's a lot of activity in region M84/2. I'll dispatch a scanning team to check it out. Do you think that's where the relic is located? Very likely, region M84 is within the probability projection that Imperial intelligence sent us. We still don't know what we'll find there. What do you plan to do? I'll dispatch the scanning team. I need you to go up and escort the team while they make their sweep. There are probably rebel fighters in the region, so you need to stay sharp. Once the scans are complete, return to me. I have a few things you can do while we process the scan results. Yes, sir. There's some starfighter games where if you fly too close to the back of the ship, like you're trying to escort or fight against, like you'll take damage to your own ship. They might call it something wash. I don't remember the exact term. I was expecting a fight there, but there wasn't. All the way for combat. I guess I still completed the mission, so. Just gotta travel 12 kilometers all the way back. If I get my droid commands equipped, I think I can do like an engine overload, which will make me go even faster. It should cut down on travel times. You know, if I was using a joystick, I could use the joystick to look around the cockpit, but from different viewpoints. But all I'm using is keyboard and mouse because I don't currently own a joystick anymore because I gotten rid of my really old one like a couple years ago. It was like a joystick designed for like a computer with like a serial port. I think that's what it's called. It did have a USB adapter as well, but joystick just had issues itself with the stick. Needed to get rid of it. It was time to retire it because I had had it for many years, like maybe almost a couple of decades, but not quite. Well, no, actually it might have been a couple of decades, so. Welcome back, Officer Novoa. The scanning team has submitted their data for review. It's going to take some time to process it all. The debris in the radiation fields make it difficult to get clear readings. When do you expect the results? It could take a few days, even with maximum computing power directed at the problem. What should I do? We need to buy time. Slow down the rebel efforts until we can determine the exact location of the relic. You have operational discretion in this regard, but let me know your plans so I can coordinate with HQ. I've also received new details on the relic from Imperial Intelligence. What are the new details? Intelligence has lowered the security rating on this operation so key command elements can operate more effectively. The relic is believed to be the firing core of the Death Star's planet killer weapon. Whistle. Impressed. HQ believes that the rebels have found the core and are planning to extract it. If they succeed, the Moncal traitors could duplicate the technology and fabricate their own super weapons. See why Intelligence put a lid on this. We need to keep it that way. The last thing we need are other races attempting their own recovery operations. Yavin could become a war zone. We need to find the relic soon. Against my better judgment, it appears that you're fit for some flight training. Personally, I wouldn't waste my time training you, but I have my orders to. I'm ready for training. As much as I'd like to not deny your request, I've seen nothing but good work from you over the past few operations. I've received permission from... Yeah, he's allowing me to skip the operations because I'm over-leveled right now with my piloting. That's why I'm able to skip those extra missions up in space, which they're like endless repeating. You know, they just keep going and going until you like abandon the mission. Like an infinite loop until you either abandon it or get enough XP. But since I already had enough XP, he's allowed me to move on. As much as I'd like to... Okay. I received permission from Command to give you access to new training programs. This information is security rated Gamma 3. You may not share any information regarding your training level with another officer. Understood. You are to be trained in pilot combat technique, understanding how to rapidly and efficiently manage the complex systems on board a fighter is a necessary step in development as a pilot. Yes, sir. Use these study programs and destroy them when you have internalized information. Report back to me when you are ready for a new assignment. Well, either I didn't click the right button or I got to advance twice with my skills. Yeah, because I think that was the Imperial training emergency weapons one. That was the next one I was supposed to get, and then I was supposed to... Yeah, so he skipped me twice on the wheel. Like I advance, which now I can use my droid programs. Okay, I got what I need. Flight Officer Novoa, I have an urgent assignment for you. Stand at attention for briefing. Yes, sir. The scan team has finished processing the results of the system sweep. The scan has revealed a large concentration of rebel ships in region M84. Scan details indicates the rebels already have a gunboat class in the region. A capital ship? Not quite, but pretty close. The fact that this gunboat evaded our sensors, that is disturbing. HQ believes the rebels are planning to transport the Death Star firing core on board this vessel. Since the sensor sweep data is old, they may already have the core. They may have already escaped. By the Emperor, I hope for all our sakes that is not the case. Your assignment is to locate that gunboat and disable it. You need to recover that core if it's on board and interrogate the crew if it isn't. You want me to capture the gunboat? A squad of stormtroopers will be standing by to board the ship. All you need to do is disable the ship's reactor or engine subsystems and render them helpless. Once the stormtroopers are on board, they will take care of over the ship, and then you will have to escort them and the ship to its safe jump point. Yes, sir. This is ultimate and mega priority operation. The Emperor will dispatch a more elite team to handle the recovery, but there is no time. You must succeed. Failure to capture the firing core could result in disaster. I will not fail. The Emperor himself is interested in the outcome of this operation. Failure will result in harsh penalties. Yes, sir. The astromech tab, okay, that's good. It's been a while since I've done all this. I'll just try it. Yeah, so I got all three going now. I started with the reactor first, and engine, then capacitor, and then I still got the capacitor shield shunt, so my speed should be pretty much increased. I managed to take down that engine to 25% with just one missile. So I'll take it out one more time. Too close. Trying to keep it from getting away without getting killed. There, it's dead in the water. And I just did a capacitor shield shunt, so my shields are back to full. Now I can take out the fighter escort and then take care of the rest. All done thanks to the proton torpedoes. Mod resistance, nothing we can't handle, almost complete, so the stormtroopers have already boarded. They're taking over the ship as we speak, or as I speak. Now they got command, I just need to escort the gunboat. Well, that wasn't too bad. This was just a tier 1 gunboat. These things can be quite intimidating at the higher levels. Like deadly, I mean. I just need to take out any rebel fighters that attack us. If there are any. Yeah, my top speed's gone up quite a bit, although obviously I'm not flying at the top speed right now because I'm trying to escort this gunboat, which is traveling slower. Definitely glad I got the flight computer now with the the droid command chips. Should help quite a lot. I'll go faster, I'll have more energy, more weapon energy, more reactor energy. Be able to shield shunt more. I think there's another one that can increase my damage with the droid command. I'll try that weapon one after this is done. Things are looking grand for you, that is. Oh, somebody sent me a message. Probably some rebel scum. Nice work, pilot. We have the vessel safely returned to your superior officer and report in. Now I gotta get rid of the rebel scum first. You did it. I would be lying if I said that I wasn't shocked. You have proven yourself to be one excellent pilot and an asset to the Empire. Unfortunately for me, I have just received word that you're being transferred from under my command. Being transferred again? That is what I said, soldier. Don't you fly boys ever pay any attention? Yes, sir. We certainly... Never mind. Disregard that. Regardless, you're being transferred over to Captain Dinner. Word is that all members of Storm Squadron are being transferred over to his command for a priority alpha assignment. It would appear that the Empire is preparing to transfer resources out of the system in order from some new project. What sort of new project? I'm not privy to that information. Perhaps Captain Dinner can fill you in more on your assignment. I'm still required to continue with my salvage operation here, and that is all I know or care about. Where can I find Captain Dinner? He is stationed in the outpost for the time being. He's stationed here in the outpost for the time being. He's organizing the transfer to Storm Squadron and salvage operatives to their new theater of operation. Jump to it, soldier. Don't keep your commanding officer waiting. Oh, by the way, here's your duty pay for the Twilight Sun. Yes, sir. I'll definitely jump to it. This is the guy I need to talk to. I'll just pick this up next time with the new pilot trainer. Next upgrade is a TIE Defender, but unless I can borrow one for my friend, I won't be able to use that one. And then beyond that, it's level 6 and 7 ship equipment, which I'll have to go buy some of that, or borrow it from my other character who's a little bit further along. Anyways, I'll pick up with Captain Dinner next time. Thank you for watching. May the Force be with you always.